Dipped below the horizon, a hush fell over the quiet town of Willowbrook. Suddenly, a caravan of brightly colored wagons creaked into the town square, their wheels squeaking and lanterns glowing softly in the twilight. Curious faces peered from behind curtains, wondering who or what had arrived. The scent of popcorn and caramel drifted on the evening breeze, inviting the townsfolk to step outside and witness the spectacle about to unfold. Little did they know, Mekais' wild circus was about to turn their world upside down. You might think you know what a circus is. Bright lights, dazzling costumes, the smell of popcorn in the air, and the sound of laughter echoing beneath the big top. But let me tell you, you've never seen a circus like this before. Forget the clowns juggling and the acrobats flipping through the air. This is a circus where the rules of reality are tossed out the window and chaos reigns supreme. Imagine a place where the line between performer and wild animal is so blurred, you can't tell who's running the show and who's just trying to survive. This isn't just a performance. It's an all-out, no-holds-barred battle royale, where every act is a fight for the spotlight, and every performer is ready to throw down for their moment of glory. The audience? They're not just watching, they're ducking for cover because in this circus, anything can happen, and usually does. So buckle up, because you're about to witness the wildest, most unpredictable circus adventure ever unleashed. The cast of characters in this circus is unlike anything you've ever seen. Sure, you've got your classic elephants and giraffes towering over the crowd and strutting their stuff with all the confidence of seasoned performers. But then, out of nowhere, there's a Giga Chad. Yes, you heard that right. A human so ridiculously muscular and over the top that he looks like he bench presses elephants for breakfast. He's flexing in the spotlight, veins bulging, hair perfectly coiffed, and the crowd can't decide whether to cheer or run for their lives. The animals are just as wild. Elephants with painted toenails, giraffes wearing sunglasses, and even a few monkeys in tuxedos, swinging from the trapeze and tossing bananas like grenades. The energy in the arena is electric, a mix of awe, confusion, and just a hint of fear. Every corner of the circus is packed with action, and you can feel the tension building like the whole place is about to explode into pure, unfiltered mayhem. The ringmaster tries to keep things under control, but it's like trying to herd cats, literally. Performers are running wild, animals are breaking free from their enclosures, and the audience is on the edge of their seats, not sure if they're about to witness the greatest show on earth or the world's most epic disaster. The music blares, the lights flash, and suddenly the chaos reaches a fever pitch. Acrobats are flipping through the air, narrowly dodging flying pies and rogue juggling pins. The strongman is arm wrestling a gorilla, while the clowns have formed a conga line and are weaving through the chaos, honking their noses and tossing confetti bombs. It's a spectacle unlike anything you've ever seen, and it's only just getting started. The energy is contagious, and you can't help but get swept up in the madness. This is the circus at its wildest, and you're right in the middle of the action. And then, just when you think things can't get any crazier, in struts Mekais, the coolest, most confident cat you've ever seen. He's got a swagger in his step, a glint in his eye, and a meow that could cut glass. Mekais isn't just any cat, he's the main event, the star of the show, and he knows it. As he strolls into the circus tent, the crowd parts like the Red Sea, everyone turning to watch this feline phenomenon make his grand entrance. He's surrounded by circus props, rings, juggling clubs, and a unicycle that he could probably ride if he felt like it. But Mekais doesn't need props to steal the show. He's got more edge than a pizza cutter, and he's ready to slice through the competition. The other performers eye him warily, knowing that when Mekais is in the ring, anything can happen. He gives a little wink to the audience, flicks his tail, and you just know that things are about to get wild. The tension in the air is palpable as Tyrell the Jester steps forward, his painted smile twisting into a sneer. He sizes up Mekais, cracks his neck with a dramatic flourish, and calls him a beta in front of the whole crowd. The audience gasps, the other performers freeze, and for a moment, time seems to stand still. But Tyrell isn't done. He launches into a backflip, somersaulting through the air with the grace of a gymnast and the attitude of a street fighter. Before anyone can react, Mekais springs into action, his reflexes lightning fast. With a single perfectly timed punch, he sends Tyrell flying across the ring, straight into the waiting trunk of Dima the elephant. The impact is so powerful it echoes through the tent, and the crowd erupts into cheers and laughter. Dima, ever the showman, catches Tyrell with his trunk and twirls him around like a rag doll, adding a little extra flair to the chaos. It's a moment of pure circus magic, unexpected, hilarious, and absolutely unforgettable. But the action doesn't stop there. Jaden the giraffe, known for his long neck and even longer list of circus tricks, decides to get in on the fun. With a swing of his neck that would make a baseball player jealous, he sends Tyrell flying through the air like a human cannonball. Tyrell soars over the crowd, arms flailing, before crash landing in a pile of popcorn. The audience is in stitches, but before anyone can catch their breath, the sound of sirens fills the tent. Suddenly, a squad of cartoon cops bursts onto the scene, their badges gleaming and their mustaches twitching with determination. They're here to restore order, but in a circus like this, that's easier said than done. The performers scatter, the animals stampede, and the chaos reaches a whole new level. It's a full-blown circus riot, and nobody is safe from the madness. Jaden, ever the loyal friend, tries to help Tyrell out of the popcorn pile, but the cops aren't having it. One of them whips out a taser and zaps Jaden right in the neck. The giraffe's eyes go wide, his spots stand on end, and he lets out a yelp that echoes through the tent. The audience winces in sympathy, but there's no time to dwell on it. This circus is moving at a mile a minute, and the action never stops. Jaden stumbles back, smoke curling from his fur, but he's not out of the fight yet. In this circus, even getting tased is just another part of the show. Meanwhile, Mekais is in his element, weaving through the chaos with the agility of a ninja and the attitude of a meme lord. He's dodging clowns, tripping up acrobats, and leaving a trail of confusion in his wake. Every time someone tries to catch him, he slips away with a smirk and a snarky comment. "El Sigma Skibidi Riz," he shouts, his voice echoing through the tent. The other performers have no idea what he's talking about, but it doesn't matter. Mekai's got the crowd eating out of the palm of his paw. He's breaking ankles left and right, both literally and figuratively, and nobody can keep up with his moves. The audience is loving it, cheering him on as he turns the circus into his own personal playground. The chaos reaches its peak as Mekais makes his way to the center ring, where Anthony the showman is trying desperately to maintain some semblance of order. But Mekais isn't having it. With a dramatic flourish, he slaps Anthony across the face, sending his top hat flying. The crowd gasps, but Mekai's not done yet. He grabs a handful of Takis, a stack of Big Macs, and an entire pizza and starts force-feeding them to Anthony with the speed and precision of a competitive eater. Anthony's cheeks puff out, his eyes water, but he keeps chewing, determined not to let Mekais get the best of him. The audience is in hysterics, watching as the ringmaster is transformed into a one-man eating machine. It's a spectacle of gluttony and chaos, and nobody can look away. But just when you think Anthony is down for the count, something incredible happens. All that food gives him a sudden burst of energy, and he starts to bulk up right before everyone's eyes. His muscles swell, his suit rips at the seams, and he lets out a roar that shakes the tent. With newfound strength, Anthony charges through the ring, plowing through the cartoon cops like they're bowling pins. The audience goes wild, cheering him on as he steamrolls his way to victory. It's a display of raw power and determination, and it proves that in this circus, anything is possible. Anthony stands tall in the center of the ring, flexing for the crowd, and for a moment it looks like he's the new king of the circus. But the circus isn't done with its surprises just yet. Tyrell, ever the trickster, suddenly transforms into a cockroach, scuttling across the ring with lightning speed. The crowd shrieks, the performers scatter, and Mekais just rolls his eyes. With a flick of his tail, he produces a can of bug spray, don't ask where he was hiding it, and gives Tyrell a quick spritz. There's a puff of smoke, a poof of cartoon magic, and just like that, Tyrell is gone. The audience erupts into laughter and applause, amazed by Mekais' quick thinking and unflappable cool. In this circus, even the most bizarre twists are just another part of the show. But the grand finale is still to come. As the dust settles and the performers catch their breath, a group of kids in the front row, Angel and Caesar, start booing, unimpressed by the chaos. Mekais locks eyes with them, and you can see the mischief spark. Without missing a beat, Mekais starts jumping toward Angel and Caesar, leaping with wild energy and grabbing them both in a playful, chaotic swoop. The crowd roars as Mekais lifts Angel and Caesar high above the ring, spinning them around in a dizzying display. Never one to back down from a challenge, Mekais decides to show them what real circus power looks like. He takes a deep breath, channels the energy of 1,000 Taco Bell burritos, and unleashes a blast so powerful it sends Angel and Caesar flying out of their seats and straight toward the sun. The crowd gasps, the performers cheer, and the circus erupts into pure, unadulterated pandemonium. Confetti rains from the ceiling, the band plays a triumphant tune, and Mekais stands tall in the center of the ring, victorious. The chaos has reached its maximum level, and the circus will never be the same. As the lights dim and the audience files out, one thing is clear: this was no ordinary circus. This was Mekais' wild circus adventure, and it was a show for the ages.